office buildings, and condos. This picture shows the Northern Gateway and Greeting Park and its relation to the bike path. The bridge that connects Gateway Crossing and Western Town Center extends across the vacant land between the bus stop and the Sunny Main parking structure. The Greeting Garden contains a pond that will serve not only as an amenity, but as a critical stormwater retention area. Since this garden borders the bike path, it will also be a favorite gateway for joggers and cyclists to Gateway Crossing. In the sculpture park, which surrounds the civic center, local sculptures will be able to show their work to a larger audience with changing and fixed displays. It will also act as a park for residents in the condominiums. You can see condominiums here. And a place to sit out and enjoy lunch for nearby office workers. Gateway Crossing will have a signature green roof with an extensive green garden for residents, local workers, and hotel guests to enjoy. The two areas are situated atop different parking structures and are connected with a bridge. There will be a direct access from office and hotel building to this green roof. We believe that this will be a model for other community developers and serve as a reminder that Gateway Crossing is a sustainable development that harmonizes with the environment. Actually, regarding this green roof idea, we were inspired by these existing projects. People can enjoy various activities like these on the green roof garden. This is a view of the garden from the condo. And this is a view from the garden. As you have already seen, this garden dedicates to enhance the entire value of the Gateway Crossing and people's experience, as other open spaces do. Next, Rob will talk you through our project schedule.
Thanks, Austin. So I'm going to continue building on a bit about the phasing of the project and our construction schedule. So our first consideration was that we have notice to proceed in the second half of 2011. This is accounting for 2 years for the permitting and zoning approvals that we're requiring. As previously mentioned, we're doing a two-phase project with a possible third phase if the market's in demand. Then we have access to rest. One of the key points that we're trying to solve is that we are at the crossing to Western Town Center as well. So one of the key considerations we had during construction was that we want to have access to Western Town Center available at all times. So during construction, we're going to have a temporary asphalt road with advertisement on both sides on what Cafe Street's going to be. Then we have another important consideration that we had was to mitigate risks. We decided that within each phases, buildings will have different on-run times. They will not all come up at the same time, oversaturating the market. Finally, we're leaving the DSA leases in effect till they're up for renewal on the second half of 2014. So a quick overlook. As I previously mentioned, we're accounting for 2 years for approval. Notice to proceed occurs in 2011. Start of construction for phase 1 goes in 2012. There is a bit of time into this. We're considering fast-tracking the project. So there's going to be a bit of design work going on in phase 1 as we're constructing. Phase 2 has some overlap with phase 1, and it's starting in 2014. Phase 1 will end in 2015. Phase 2 ends in 2018, having also about a 2-year overlap with phase 3. And finally, we're considering marketing and sales as soon as retail is going to be oriented towards the office building, and we consider that construction of office would be appropriate to bring users to our hotel as well as our future in 2014, which is the time where this is the end of 2014. 2015 is when we're expecting the arrival of the metro, so we thought this was just the perfect time to have our hotel line that would allow service for some of the office users, and residential will start seeing the benefits of having the metro. So by the end of 2014, as I previously mentioned, GSA buildings are up for renewal. That's when we're going to go ahead and not renew and have demolition take place. And by that time, we're going to start the construction while the buildings are being demolished. They're not in the way of the demolition process. And we're going to start constructing the backside. An important aspect here is that by this time that the metro is going to be coming in, we already have the west side of our Cafe Street done. So the users that are going to start coming to our side and crossing to rest. Towards the end of 2015, we already have the retail area going in, so users are going to start the experience of being able to decide whether to walk outside or inside. And here we're essentially just moving on a south to north fashion so that we're able to create the corridor to Restaurant Town Center. So finally, in 2017, the corridor is created. We have our new office buildings, our civic center, and office and some residential coming online. That's about, here's where the end of phase 2 occurs with the introduction of our last office building. And phase 3 starts in 2019 with new parking lot that arrives at the back with the possibility of flexible space. Here, when we mention flexible, it's still to be decided what type of space are we going to be offered. And now I'm going to pass it to Matt, who's going to talk about our investments and financial analysis.
Thanks, Ron. So up until this point,